there's no music this week. That's because shit's getting real. Shit's getting real. Playoffs are in 5 weeks. Some people's playoff lives are done. Some still have a chance. Some are hanging on by a thread. Some have gotten it done. So let's go ahead. I'll go over last week first. Last week, starting with Travis and Dusty. Dusty, aka I don't look at my team because I'm too busy smoking meth. That would be my guess. That'd be the only reason I would look at my team. But anyway, Travis needed this win to stay alive for his division. Well, he got the win, and not in just any sort of fashion, but in I'm going to beat the shit out of you kind of fashion, like a 9-2 victory over Dusty, making a statement for the rest of the season. Now let's go ahead and look at some important players here. Let's see. Dusty, I'm not even going to go over because he doesn't matter to me anymore. But then Travis had Edwin Encarnacion doing what he does best, hitting 3 home runs, 10 ribbies with a 4.05 average. Oh, hot damn. Chris Davis has not hit a home run since the home run derby. Remember that. That's not going to go away, I don't think. But anyway, Travis is pitching. Clayton Kershaw going ham. But it's 15 innings pitch, a 1.8 ERA, and a measly 17 strikeouts. Whatever. Jeff Locke, crazy, had 10 walks last week. 10 walks. Only 9 hits. He had more walks than he had hits. That's just crazy to me. But anyway, so Travis has a big win there over Dusty to keep himself alive. So there's that one. Then we'll go ahead and we'll talk about Resky and Uncle Dave. Uncle Dave really could have put the hammer down on Resky this week, but Resky came back. Dave had an awful week, except for his pitching. Had a solid pitching week, a 1.9 ERA, but Resky's the one we're going to talk about here. Beat Dave 7-4, the division leader, the man he needs to beat to keep his own dreams alive. So who on Resky's team carried it for him? Well, we're going to talk about Daniel Murphy. 395 average, 2 home runs, and 10 RBIs this week. Wowza. And I need to do this quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tim has 21 different pitchers on his box score for the week. Dude, you're a slut for pitching. This is intense. Well, if I'm going to have to pick one out of these numerous numbers, I guess I'll go with Willie Peralta. Has been on a hot streak till last night. He got rocked, but 8 innings pitched, 7 Ks, 0 ERA, and a .5 whip. Only 2 hits. So I guess that'd be the guy. Derek Holland, too. 15 innings pitched, 2.9 ERA. So, damn, Timothy, you need to chill out. 115 innings pitched, 100. Oh my God, you're gross. But anyway, and then Dave, in his disappointing week, had Michael Bourne, who had 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, and 290 average. Bourne stepping up to the plate for Dave, trying to keep him alive this week. Didn't work out so much. But then he did have John Lester, 13 innings pitch, a 1.35 ERA with 16 strikeouts this week. Holy fuck. And then Strasburg doing what Strasburg does with 18 strikeouts this week. So that's that one. Alright, let's see here. Shit. Alright. Now we'll go to Firkins and Seguin. Firkins beat the shit out of Seguin, keeping his wild card hopes alive and helping Travis out to win Travis's division in the Ricky Henderson division. So let's go ahead. Will Myers is finally paying off a little bit for Firkins. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs with a 4.67. Really starting to show that true potential that he really has. Then if I'm going to go with pitching, Wade Miley's starting to make a bounce back here with 11.2 innings pitched. 8 strikeouts, 2.31 ERA. So Perkins had some guys step up to the plate last week, and Jay Bruce came up through for Seguin, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 244 average. That's typical Jay Bruce, still doing what he does with that low average, high home runs. And then he also had Julio Thurman, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. So Firkins keeping that wild card spot grip with a death grip, and Travis just trying to sneak up on Seguin. Then you got to me and Caleb, and I'm going to brag a little bit. Caleb has a whopping 5 losses this year. I gave him both. I gave him 2. I went 19-3 against Caleb this year, so I had Caleb's number. Don't know why, because I'm one of the worst teams in the league. But if we have to look at my team, you know who really went ham for me this week? Adam Jones, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, and then Marlon Byrd, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, 349 average. As far as my pitching goes, I would probably have to give a shout out to Kyle Loesch, 13 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, a .69 ERA. So that's always nice to see. But then Gio Gonzalez also had 11 innings pitched with 22 strikeouts. But then we go down to Caleb's team, and his standout player was Stanton. Stanton starting to get back up in that upswing, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, and then a 324 average. Boomskis. And then David Price, doing David Price's original thing with a 2.18 ERA, and then 16 innings pitched. So Caleb gets the loss this week, though. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, could you? And then we'll go with AJ and Chad. Chad's fighting for that wild card spot right behind Firkins, and AJ is just trying to be that spoiler kind of guy. But AJ beat Chad, being that spoiler kind of guy. Ever since I kind of called him out being the Jamarcus Russell of our league, he's been showing me otherwise. So let's go and take a look here. He had Mike Napoli, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs with a 310 average. And then Jose Reyes, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs with a 350 average and 3 stolen bases. So Jose Reyes getting a little power stroke in there, which he usually doesn't have. Then he also had, Jared Weaver, 14.2 scoreless innings with 17 strikeouts. Boom, Jared Weaver starting to get back to that Cy Young form that he was a while ago. Chad, despite the efforts of Jason Worth with 5 home runs, 9 RBIs, a stolen base, and a 351 average, and despite the efforts from Felix Hernandez of 15 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts with a .6 ERA, he gets the loss this week. So that's a big loss for Chad. He really needed to step up his game. Now, what I really wanted to talk about this week was, what's the magic number for everybody? Uncle Dave is leading the Hank Aaron division with a 10-6 record. Uncle Dave's magic number is 2. 2 more wins, Dave, and you wrap up the division. And your remaining schedule is Firkins, Seguin, yours truly, Reski, and Seguin. You don't have an easy schedule ahead of you, though your 2 wins might just come against me and Reski because you tend to dominate your own league. Then Seguin, his magic number is 5. There's 5 weeks left. Seguin, as far as right now goes, you don't have any, comfort lead over Dusty or Travis. Seguin pretty much needs to win out as of this point in the season to wrap up the Ricky Henderson division. His remaining week is Travis. Big matchup. Travis is only 2 games behind Seguin right now, so Travis gets to win. I mean, we could have a Travis gets to win, Dusty gets to win. We can have a 2-way tie for the Ricky Henderson division with Travis being 1 game back. Keep an eye on that one, folks. Then Dave, then Dusty, Travis again, then Dave. So Seguin still has 3 weeks left of opponents, and then the other 2 are against Dave. Seguin, not looking too bright for you right now, man. You're gonna have to do a lot of praying this week. I think you should go out, buy yourself a lot of nicotine patches, because you're gonna be smoking a lot of cigarettes this week. And then Caleb, who is the winner, the leader of the Cy Young division. His magic number is still 5. He's only 1 game up on Ferks, 3 games up on Chad. So you still need to get up on your shit, Caleb. Even though you have the best record in the league, 10-6 is right behind you with Ferkins in your same division. Caleb's remaining schedule is Dusty, Chad, AJ, Ferks, and AJ. So Caleb has 4 division games left, 1 against Ferkins and then 1 against Chad. So that's also, Caleb, you got to win out, and right now you're on 2-game skid, so you got to get your shit together. And then our wild card leader is Ferkins, still 5. Magic number is 5. You got Chad 2 games behind you, Dusty 3 games behind you, and then me and Resky are 4 games behind you with Travis and AJ right there as well. So Ferkins, you shouldn't have any comfort level right now. You still need to win out. With your relating schedule being Dave, AJ, Chad, Caleb, Chad. So you have a pretty tough schedule as well. Maybe Will Myers can keep it up for you. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at this week's schedule. You got myself versus AJ. Battle of the 2 worst teams in the league. Nobody's going to watch that. Understandable. Then you have Resky and Chad. Chad's still battling for that wild card slot. Pretty fearsome. Resky needs to get a win to keep alive in the division. And then you have Caleb and Dusty. Caleb is on a 2-game skid. He needs to get that winning thing back going. But everybody has faith in you, Caleb, because you've been one of the better teams in the league this whole time. So then you have Dave and Ferkins, which is game of the week. That's both teams are 10-6. Both teams need a win to clarify where they're going to be in the next 6 weeks. And last but not least, you have Seguin and Travis. Seguin and Travis, Dave and Ferkins could go either way for game of the week. The only reason that I really didn't go is because Travis was game of the week last week, and I don't like having back-to-back weeks. But Travis gets a win this week, and that's going to be huge. So, well, everybody, that's that. Keep your heads up. There's 5 weeks left. I'm looking at the Jerry Sandusky Love Glove as we speak. I'm not going to show it to you guys till we get closer to the playoffs. Make you guys a little bit more hungry for it. It is beautiful, though. But all I can say now is